there's these new apartments going up and being built in California. And a whole bunch of businesses are just going out of business or leaving. People just leaving or something, or forced to leave because of new apartment complexes being built. All of this is happening when basically people are leaving the city of San Francisco or leaving California, right? And like even in San Francisco, like it's way less. Like there's 20 or 30% of the buildings are empty now, according to a lot of people. Yeah, I know this is that work from home bullshit they do, but it makes me wonder, like, considering how the culture of California is this pretty much this culture where it's a dead end, right? Like, all those letter LGBT, whatever letters, culture, right? That culture, okay, I can't say it because it'll argue me and YouTube, but you already know that culture leads to bearing no children, right? You can adopt children, but uh, that's our right, I guess, for California, but still, like we have a birth rate decline, and the Americans aren't having as much babies, right? So we're having these new people, the immigrants coming, and this is not anti-immigrant. I'm an immigrant. I'm a family of immigrants, sure. Literally. So, but like, there's more non-Americans here, right? Or like from people that are from immigrants, second generation of immigrants right here in America. So, the culture ain't unified and all that. So and pretty much it's open season right now for a takeover, right? Because basically, you know, or the more highly educated class is like, the Chinese coming. And, it could easily, you know, be taken over by China. Like this nuclear scare shit, it's all just BS anyway. But, like, I'm just giving you guys a warning. Like, the decline of America is happening. I'm not trying to make people in fear or some shit, I'm just warning them of something to come. Okay. But I'm thinking that considering that, the lack of culture, like this atheist culture here in California, could easily connect with the Chinese culture. And they have this freaking TikTok thing. You saw how easily people put on that covering around their mouth from 2020 with that soft martial law shit in 2020. So like TikTok could easily do that. Like a lot of people are on TikTok. So, you have repetition videos to try to make it conform with culture. And like, like there's like soft power, like, China already has soft power, but they're also blending in with other people's soft power, like anime. Like China has their own anime or anime games. So yeah, there's the cultural soft power right there with the entertainment as well. So it's like open season here, and like, they have the biggest game out there. Like, what was it? It's Genshin Impact, right? Or Honkai the third, and they have other stuff, so they could easily blend their culture here because it's just atheist here, right? And they'll be fine with the the people that can't birth kids or whatever, right? So that culture, you could easily do that. Just just allowing them to live, but not promoting their culture. But with the East Coast, like I think probably Russia will take over the East Coast because East Coast, that they have more of a culture there of traditionalism, and it's Christianity. Like I know it's a different form of Christianity in Russia compared to the East Coast of America, but it's like there's a lot of people that like Russia, so they could easily blend in with them too easily. Like, but like here in the West Coast, it's like empty. Like There's no sense of community. Everybody's different from you, which is fine. Like you can have people that are different, but I'm just saying, as a culture, it's not quite unifying. Yeah, I mean, cultural control. Yeah, I mean, it's like an atheist dying culture. Right? Yeah, I mean, like it's barely even a culture. It's like I would call it the dead end culture. Yeah, and there's something else I think too. But I think part of the West Coast could be taken over by Russia, like the Alaska. Yeah, I mean, if that's considered the West Coast, right? Because it's literally right next to Russia, like literally like towards the east of Russia, right? So basically, and like though it's like really far away from the mainland of the USA, and this nuclear scare ain't gonna they're just going to take it over. I know that everybody's connected. This whole world order is connected, but it's going to have its effects. They want you to be scared. Yeah, I mean, like they tug and pull all this fear shit, like with the Ukraine war. Like, is the nuclear bomb going to happen here? Is it going to happen here? Oh, it's not. Oh, okay, good. Oh, a nuclear bomb. Like they kept on repeating this nuclear bomb, like in Russia and then Ukraine. Like they're like going to shoot nuclear bombs or some shit, or this nuclear reactor is going to burst with this fear shit, right? So it's a tug of pull. Yeah, I mean, and they always make you want to be in fear. So I just don't want you guys to be in fear. So I'm just telling you this shit. Yeah, it's the reality of shit. Yeah, I mean, like all these condos, like a whole bunch of businesses are going out of business in California. How can you even sustain this much people? And it was so authoritarian. This fucking lockdown back in 2020. And I remember what the mayor of San Francisco saying, "We're going to bring AI. Hey, AI is going to be the home here. It'll bring more new jobs." It's like backwards thinking. Like, ain't that supposed to replace people's jobs? So, like, these condos is for trying to like a lot of these like let's see, like that Northeast place. Look it up if you want to. That hospital only has English and Chinese. It doesn't even have Spanish. They're completely ignoring the Spanish side. You can't press two for Spanish. You have to press two for Chinese.